Jay here, Stretford Paddock. This is the Paper Talk. As you can see, I'm outside Old Trafford and it's mild. It was raining before, but it's mild now, so I've left my parker over there. We'll get straight into it. Much of the stories this morning focusing around Andre Onana moving to Manchester United. We had the here we go from Fabrizio Romano last night. I'll give you a little bit of a recap on that, and then we'll get into some other targets on the horizon as well for United, plus some potential outgoings. Now, on the Andre Onana front, Romano tweeted last night, Andre Onana to Manchester United. It's finally here we go. He then said clubs are closing in on the agreement, then Onana will travel for medical tests and contract signing. Man United set to request visa for Onana for USA trip. Ten Hag will have the new goalkeeper he wanted. Fantastic. Then he's also tweeted as well this morning, about 10 minutes ago from the time of recording this, Andre Onana deal has been agreed yesterday night, as Manchester United will now start to prepare contracts and paperwork, then book medical tests. He goes on to say Onana will sign until June 2028, plus option until 2029. Expectation is for official announcement later this week, not today. Now, according to various reports out there, the deal is thought to be in the region of 43 million quid plus add-ons. So that's, however you want to convert that into euros, closer to 50 million euros plus add-ons. That's what the Daily Mail, I think, have got. Daily Mail saying Man United finally reach an agreement to buy Inter Milan goalkeeper Andre Onana for initial £43 million, with the Cameroonian set to sign 5-year deal to replace David De Gea as Erik ten Hag's rebuild gathers pace. And then if you go into the Manchester Evening News, they've got a story they quoted from Gazzetta dello Sport saying Onana to undergo United medical within next 48 hours. According to a report by La Gazzetta dello Sport, Andre Onana will undergo a medical within the next 48 hours ahead of finalising his move to United. The Cameroonian shot stopper is on the cusp of joining the Reds from Inter Milan after a deal was reportedly agreed between the two clubs. So Onana coming to United, I think that's pretty nailed on there. You've had the here we go. We've had all the reports confirming the clubs have come to an agreement. All he's got to do is get his medical over the line and then sign on the dotted line. Looking forward to seeing him. Loads of clips and videos doing the rounds of him. We saw what he can do in the Champions League final. I also saw him in the Europa League final in 2017. Not that I remember much about him playing there, but he was there. And we know that Erik ten Hag knows him from his time at Ajax. He's a progressive goalkeeper, plays out from the back, very good with his feet. The way that Erik ten Hag likes to play, and that was one of David De Gea's biggest flaws. He wasn't comfortable on the ball. This guy definitely is. So I look forward to seeing him in a Manchester United shirt. I'm actually quite excited seeing him. I think he'd be a very good signing for Manchester United. Already some people throwing shade on it, digging out clips of him making mistakes. Let's give the kid a chance, eh? How's about that one? Also, from Romano, there's an article in The Guardian. It says, United turn attention to Hojlund after sealing €50 million Onana deal. And it talks about, obviously, that Onana's on his way and all the rest of it. It then says, United to step up Hojlund talks and have Amrabat on radar. Manchester United will switch attention to trying to sign the striker Rasmus Højlund after securing a deal to buy the goalkeeper Andre Onana from Internazionale. Onana is close to travelling for his medical and to sign a contract for a fee of €50 million, 42.9 million pounds. That's where the 43 million quid in the Daily Mail came from. Plus 5 million in add-ons was agreed. So it's another deal similar to the Mason Mount one, isn't it, where Inter can say, oh, we got what we wanted. United can say, well, we paid what we wanted. The rest was in add-ons. It's kind of a deal that makes sense for both parties. Onana is understood to be getting a 5-year deal with an option for a further season, and United wants to process a visa application for him to be part of their tour to the United States. Will be in the United States. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel because we're going to be over there and you don't want to miss out on all the content we'll be doing over there. So make sure you are hitting that subscribe button. We want to get to 800,000 subscribers. With your support, we'll get there. It goes on to say in the Romano Guardian article, United have not yet bid for Højlund, but have been holding discussions with Atalanta, who have shown no interest in money plus players deal for the Danish international. United have been waiting to progress negotiations, and it is expected they will be asked to pay around €70 million for the 20-year-old. Seems excessive for me, that, but hopefully that's just a negotiating tool. They want €70 million. United willing to pay closer to €50 million. Maybe it'll be one of those deals where we pay €50 million and another 10 million in add-ons. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but the cash plus add-ons deal seems to be favoured at Manchester United, and it could well work for Atalanta as well. I like Hojlund, looks like a good player. Obviously he's young, you expect him to kick on, but he's not smashed it yet. He's not put up Erling Haaland type numbers. He did well last season, 9 goals in Serie A, which isn't, you know, you can't dismiss that for a 20-year-old, but you can see there's still a little ways to go. So I don't think United should be paying anything close to 70 million euros for him. I think closer to 50 is more accurate from where he's at in his career and the potential he's got as well. Maybe that's where the add-ons come in, because if you pay a lot in add-ons, if he hits certain targets, everyone's happy. Just on the article in The Guardian as well, it says a defensive midfielder is also on Erik ten Hag's wish list, and Fiorentina's Sofian Amrabat is among the players under consideration, but that position is less of a priority for the manager than a goalkeeper and centre forward, and a signing is only likely if at least one of Fred and Donny van de Beek leave. Also, on the goalkeeper front, the article goes on to say, once Onana signs, United will allow Dean Henderson to leave, and they will hold talks with Nottingham Forest over a permanent transfer for the 26-year-old who spent last season on loan at the City Ground. I expect Dean Henderson to be done. I said this on my live last night when we had the Here We Go. I think Dean Henderson will be straight out the door as soon as Onana signs on the dotted line. I can't see him sticking around. Obviously, he's had a bit of a topsy-turvy Manchester United career, to say the least. Gave that interview last season which ruffled a few feathers, where he said he didn't even wait for Erik ten Hag to get it. He went straight to Nottingham Forest because he wasn't happy being second fiddle to David De Gea, and obviously with Onana coming in, he is going to be second choice. So Dean Henderson to move on. The numbers being bandied around there, around the £20 million mark. We'll have to wait and see on that front. Just on other signings as well, there's a couple of other deals, stories doing the rounds, which I'll get into. One outgoing, actually, let's get into the outgoing first, is Harry Maguire to Chelsea. Now, we saw Harry Maguire did the statement about being stripped to the captaincy. It sounds a bit grim that when you say stripped to the captaincy, like he's done something wrong, but he's basically put out a statement saying that he's not going to be the captain anymore. We don't know who is going to be the captain. My money's on Bruno Fernandes. We'll wait and see what happens though. But there's a story in Evening News, they've picked it up from the Sun, hashtag don't buy the Sun, saying that Chelsea are considering joining the race to sign United defender Harry Maguire. They also report even that Spurs are in the hunt for him as well. I've said it all along, Harry Maguire walks into most Premier League teams. He does, and especially a mid-table team like Chelsea. They should be all over someone like Harry Maguire. I think he could do a job for him. He might not have worked out at Manchester United. He's still a fully fledged England international who has had some very good seasons in the Premier League, including helping Manchester United get to third and second when he was a regular in the team. So I don't buy into the idea that he's rubbish and no good to anyone. He's a very good defender. He's just not good enough for Manchester United. So we'll wait and see what happens on that front. But it could make sense if we can get a few quid from him off either Chelsea or Spurs. Couple of other ones I'll get into as well before we wrap up. Man United are serious, this is in the Express, about left field attacking signing after £5 million PSG transfer. Plot twist, what's this? Well, according to the Express, United are looking at Xavi Simons, or Simons, sorry. This is the kid who was at PSV. He's gone to PSG, but he could be loaned to Manchester United. It's all a bit like, hang on a minute, how do you work that one out? But according to the Express, we're serious suitors for him. We're interested in him. He did well in the Arriva Divisi, and he triggered a 5.2 million clause that sent him to PSG. Now, apparently, though, he could be loaned out, and because he's come from the Dutch league, he's been linked with Manchester United because of Erik ten Hag, as you would expect. But we'll wait and see. United are definitely in the hunt for a striker. Whether this kid's the one we go for, maybe as a backup to Hojlund. I've always said we need 2 strikers. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. I think that... Oh, no, sorry, one more. I was about to say that could be a lot, but there's more. According to a report in Sky Germany, or Sky Sports Germany, Bayern Munich are willing to sell midfielder Leon Goretzka, and he's been linked with a move for Manchester United. Bayern will demand an offer of between 34 million and 42 million for Goretzka. We'll have to wait and see on that front. I don't know how much money United have got to spend. A lot of it depends on sales. The likes of Harry Maguire, Dean Henderson, Donny van de Beek, Fred, McTominay, Anthony Martial are rumoured to be moving on. Also, someone like Jadon Sancho could move on if the right offer comes in for him, according to various reports. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there. Make sure you are hitting like, share and subscribe. We're going on tour this week, so you don't want to miss out on any of the content we'll be doing over there. We're doing loads of content, and if you've not done already, go and check out all the other videos we've got on the channel. I've been Jay Motti, outside a pretty breezy Old Trafford. Thanks for watching.